Hi everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to A Proverbs Home. I first want to say thank you to all my new subscribers that have joined my channel within the last week. Thank you so much for joining my channel, and I also want to say thank you to all those who have been on this journey with me, and we're just having a very nice time. Please don't forget to hit the like button. That actually helps my videos to get pushed out and it helps my algorithm. So you know how the whole story goes, right? We've all seen it. So I thank you so much. And I love reading your comments, and I do read the comments. So thank you everyone who is just so sharing and have tips and just very kind. Thank you so much. So today's video, it is going to be about how I cozy up my home, little things I do in my home to make my home really cozy for the fall and for the winter. During the summertime, my home is cozy, but it's a little different. I have more vibrant colors. I have flowers, wildflowers, things like that. And the thing about my home, we live in a very small home. However, when people come over, they always tell me it looks like a small cottage. And I really love that, because I know that when they come in the door, they are comfortable and they feel cozy. And I am all about that. I am all about people coming over. And when they're coming over for tea and talking about tea, let me show you the cup that I'm drinking out of. This is my cup, and I'm drinking like a cinnamon spice tea, and it's so good. And I love like the blue and white pattern cups, and this is just really delicious. So having good teas in your home, hot cocoa, you put them in canisters, having them by your coffee bar definitely brings a cozy feeling to your home. Another thing I love having in my home are lanterns. Now, I do not really use lanterns during the summer. I like using dim lights during the summer, like, when I'm getting ready for bed and I'm going to read a book. I like having a dim light. It just makes everything really cozy, but I try not to use the lanterns during the summer because they give off heat. So what I try to do is just use them during the fall and during the winter. So I'm going to go on ahead and show you this lantern. Now it needs to be dusted because I put them on high on my shelf and I took them down to start getting them ready. And this one it has some dust on it. I really need to get to this and dust it. So this is one of my lanterns, and I just think it's so pretty. It's one of my favorite actually because I like the bottom. It's just very unique. However, if you're concerned about if you have pets or children in the home, you're like, I can't have lanterns. Actually, the lanterns also have the clean fuel. And I have that kind of fuel, and you cannot smell it. It doesn't smell like really strong. You can also find fuel, at your Walmart. That's good that you can have in your home. And of course, I always say make sure lanterns are up high if you have pets or kids. And so far, I haven't had any problems. I've had my cat for years. I use lanterns, and I haven't had any problems with him getting sick or getting into it. I guess it's just the way we use it, right? But I want to show you something. If you're concerned and you're like, no way, I'm never doing that, I have this lantern too. And I love using this, especially during the winter when I want to write and it's nighttime and I just want a little bit of light. I love using this. And what I love about this one, has batteries. That's what I love about it. And it has, there we go. Well, that's really weird. Let me make sure these batteries are working. Make sure they're in there. There we go. So, okay, the batteries were kind of sticking out. So there you go. So I like turning on this lantern, and it has batteries. I don't have to worry if my grandkids are over, that anybody's going to get burned, because it's just a little light, and it's an LED light. And I've had this for quite a while now, and I love using this. So that's the alternative to using a regular lantern that you have to put fuel inside. This is the alternative, and it's just great. I just really like it. And it flickers, and then it has the still motion, and then you turn it off. So I really enjoy that. So lanterns are a great way to keep your home cozy. I love using them. Keeps my home nice and cozy in the winter. And I don't know, it just feels like, I love the old-fashioned feeling in my home. I just like the vintage feeling. I just really like it. And that is one reason we have lanterns. Now, there was a time I had lanterns, my husband and I, but we never turned them on. But now we do use them, and we use them safely. And another thing I love to have, cough drops. I love to have cough drops around the home where it's easy for my loved ones, for my family to be able to get to them if they have a cough and they want something to soothe their throat. I love having cough drops. So these are the Ricola cough drops, and I just put them in this huge jar, and you put them in your living room, and you have some cough drops, and they're out of the bag and they look nice. I love glass jars because for when we have colds or anyone is sick, old-fashioned vintage bears, the ones that look worn out, you know, like you've had them for a while. I love putting these around my craft room, around the, you know, the home, in different spots. And that's another thing that brings coziness into your home. Having those nice plush animals, plush dolls. I know everybody's taste is different in how they decorate. I'm sharing with you what I like and what keeps my home cozy, and maybe you like some of the same things that I like. Now, we got this when I went to Pennsylvania. I think it was last year, and I picked this up there at a thrift store, and I just really love it. I love her little outfit. Little jumper is just so pretty. She's got a ribbon in her hair, and she's got flowers in her hair, and it's just so adorable, and this just brings coziness to me. Anything that has to do with teddy bears just bring coziness. I don't like too much of the modern teddy bears. I'm not too much into those. I like the vintage ones and the ones that look worn. Those are the ones that I love. So I like this one, and I like having this one in here. Another thing I love to do, I love to bring greenery in the home. I just really like it. I do have a seasonal tree that I have up all year round. And I think trees and greenery bring the cottage feeling into your home. They really do. Doesn't matter where you live. You can live in an apartment and you can make your home cottage feeling. You could just make it like a cabin and make it beautiful inside with the things that you have. And this here, I love using these. This has lights on it. And I am going to put this up. I turned them off for the summer. I unplugged them. But this is going to be on because I just like these little trees. I like this burlap. And I like putting these around the home. These bringing in green, bringing in pine cones, bringing in pine, anything like that that's going to make your house smell really nice is nice. This is not real. This is fake. But I like it. We have a couple of these, and I do put them around the house. We have a couple of these, and I do put them around the house, and they definitely bring a nice cozy feeling into your home, especially if you use things like buffalo check, like the red and black checkered like curtains and blankets and stuff like that. Definitely brings coziness into your home. So I really like bringing greenery in and just making my house feel really cozy, like we're somewhere in the forest. I just really like it. So you all know that I love books. Books mean a lot to me. I like having books throughout the house, and I like to have the favorite books that I like. So if I'm sitting in the living room and I want to read a nice book, I have books there. If I'm in my craft room, I have books in here. So I am just a book girl, a bookworm. I really do love them. So I have the Tasha Tudor cookbook. Now, I'm not sure if I shared this with you. I probably did way back, but I love this book. I really do. But let me show you the back of it. It is so nice. I love that picture in the back. And what I like about these, you can put these up around your home and just show the pictures on the back of the book. And it brings that cozy feeling into your home. So I love to use books to layer and put things on top. I just love to have them around the home where if somebody wants to look at a book and they want to cozy up with a blanket and they want to cozy up with some tea, they can do that. Let me get a sip of tea. I put a fake plant on top, or maybe like some fall leaves, and it just looks really nice. So I love books. I have this one too, which is one of my favorite, called Grandma's Favorites, ironically. And I really like this one too. I love cookbooks. I love having them out because sometimes I might be in the mood to say, oh, I want to see if I want to cook something new today, a new recipe. So these are some of my favorite. I just really like these, and they're nice to have around the home. Love using quilts and soft blankets. Clean, smelling nice, and I like throwing them on the couches, even quilts. But I'm going to show you this one. It smells so nice. I washed it because I have them in my blanket chest. So when I do get them out for the fall and the winter, I wash them and then I throw them on the couches. And look at this. So pretty. I love the green inside, and I like putting this on my recliner. On our recliner, so when my husband sits on the recliner, whoever's sitting on there, they want to lean back, they want to throw a blanket, this is a throw. They can throw this crochet blanket on them, and it's just so nice and warm, and it keeps them warm, and it's also cozy. I have this one too that I wanted to share with you, and this is the Adirondack. Now we're definitely into the Adirondack theme, trees, cabin, that kind of thing, and I just really like this one. This one is so soft and so cozy. It's bringing nature inside of the home, and part of the Adirondack is bringing that nature inside, whether it's bears and mooses and pine trees and pine cones. You're bringing nature into your home, and that definitely can make your home look like a cottage and make it really beautiful. So I really enjoy these. I really enjoy them, and I really enjoy having quilts on my couches. They just look so nice. And you know, you can get some quilts at the Salvation Army. You can go to a thrift store if you go for this time of the year. You might find some, they may have a little tear on them, but you can wash them really well, and you could throw them on your couches, and they will make your home so cozy you will really love it. Now, I do like dim lights, and I talked about that. This one is in the package, but I have one that's out the package, and I don't need to replace it yet. But this is an extra one that I have. This is LED, and I like these. I like putting these like on a book when I'm reading at night, and I have that nice cozy feeling around me. Everybody's sleeping, and it's just really cozy, and I'm reading a good book, and it just gives that ambiance, the ambiance of just like simple life, the simple life. Because it's not about having expensive gadgets and going out and having to spend all this money. It is about using what you have in your home to make it what you like. Even if you're a minimalist, you can have a cozy home. I'm not a minimalist, but even if I was, I would make it cozy. I always like it to be nice and cozy. So I love dim lights. I like using these. And I also like this, which I did share this in another video. I like to have these around the house. I like to have them in the bathroom. And I also like to have them by our bed. And then when you just want to shut it off, you just close it and it's off. But if you just want that nice dim look in your bedroom, in your living room, you're reading a book, you're having some cocoa, you're having some tea, you could just use something like this. I did get this one at Aldi. I got like a double pack, one for my husband and one for me. And I do like having these around the house. I like dim lights, I do. I do like the sun coming in. During the day, I really don't use my lights. During the day, I like to open my curtains, let the light in, and I like doing that. And that also saves on your electric bill. If you have a high electric bill, turn off the lights and use things like this that you can use, and keep the lights off, and that'll save you some money. Yep, it will. And another thing, I think it's important, candles. I love candles. I love having candles. That definitely makes your home cozy also. Now they have candles that you can turn on, and they're kind of like this lantern, but they're candles, and there's no fire. You don't have to light them with a match or anything. You can just turn them on. They have like a battery, but they look like candles, and they look really neat. So I've seen those now, which are pretty interesting, and they have candles that you put on a warmer. So you could take the candle and put it on a warmer, and that's just, it lights up. I don't know how they do it. I don't have one yet. I like candles, and I like having them around the home, and I like the way they smell. And I don't keep them on all day long, but I do like to keep them on, and I like the smell and the feel of having a nice candle on. Now I gotta show you this little cute sachet. Now I do have some of these sachets, but I want to show you the inside. You can make one of these for your tea bar. This comes with a little honey jar and this little spool that you stir the tea with, and it's so pretty. Now I had to show you this. I did not make this. I got this at a wedding. Not a wedding, sorry. I got this at a baby shower, and I think it's so pretty, and this is so easy to make. Look how pretty that is. They had a Winnie the Pooh theme. That's what it was. And they're so pretty to have these at your coffee bar, have them on your shelves, they also bring that nice cozy feeling into your home, and you can make these on your own. They do have these honey sticks, the Winnie the Pooh, and I really like that. So when I saw this and they gave me a couple of these, I thought, ooh, that would be nice to also make one like this with a big jar and have the honey in it, because I have honey, but I have them in the squeeze bottles, but I want to put them in a jar. So I thought that would be a great idea to make something like that and put it in a jar and have it by my coffee bar. So I think, you know, those things, just those little touches, granola in a jar, having that out, having honey in a jar, just having, you know, your teas out, all those things just really make your home special, make it unique, make your family, your husband, your wife know I'm taken care of. I think that having a peaceful home where people can come over and, or just you, doesn't mean that anybody has to come over. It could just be you and your husband, you and your wife, or your family, or if you're single, you live by yourself, and you know, this is my haven. This is my safe haven where I can come home. Everything is in its place. It's so cozy. I can have a peaceful night's sleep. So I think that's important, that you have the things you need. One thing is to be content. If you're content, we're not trying to keep up with the Joneses and what everybody else has. And if they get the biggest screen TV, we need the biggest screen TV. You know, I don't need any of that. We actually have a television and we never watch it. It never goes on. And to be honest with you, if we sold it, I would be fine with that. I don't need a television. I would be fine. But we haven't sold the TV because we have grandkids, family, and then there might be a movie we want to watch during the Christmas time. We want to watch Charlie Brown and all these great movies. So it's kind of good we have it, but I don't need it. It's not a necessity. It's not something that we need. We definitely don't need it. And then let me show you this. Sweaters. Sweaters bring coziness. Hanging a sweater in your living room. Finding a little hook, hanging a couple of sweaters, hanging them in your mudroom when people come in. And if somebody's cold, I've had people come over and they have asked me for a sweater. So I always make sure I have sweaters available. I don't really need to wear this right now. It's not that cool, but I just want to show you. My husband got me this for one Christmas, and I love it. Who else likes having a warm, cozy sweater when you're sitting down watching a movie and you just feel so cozy? Or you have them available for those who come over, and it's called being hospitable. Being a good hostess. That matters to me too when people come over. They can go to the bathroom. They have the things they need when they're in the bathroom. They don't have to ask me for it, especially for my husband and I. That's so important, that we have our cozy home and we feel happy and comfortable. Yep, we live in a small home, but I wouldn't trade it for a mansion. I wouldn't trade it for a 5-bedroom house. I don't need any of that. It's the joy that God gives. It's a peace that surpasses all understanding. I was thinking about that today before I made this video. We can't take it with us, folks. We all know that, right? When it's our time to depart from this earth, we can't take any of it with us. It's probably going to be in the family member's house. They're probably going to be fighting over something. Or it's probably going to be on somebody's yard sale, in somebody's yard sale, or an estate sale, or whatever it is. But we don't put our hearts into any of this. It's not where my passion is. My passion is for people. My passion is to love others, to help others. But, however, with that said, I thank God for every little thing that I do have. And being content is so important. Make your home cozy. Have those teas and those teacups and those special chocolate mugs that you use to pour chocolate in. Have your spoons out. You know, your favorite drink mixes that you like cocoa, Tang, those kind of things that you use in your home. Have warm bread that you can feed your family. Stock up on the oatmeal. Have oatmeal. Oatmeal is good with honey and golden raisins and granola. Just those little things having flour, having potatoes. Those things that you can feed your home with for very inexpensive. And the smells that bring in the coziness into your home. You know, try to go get a pumpkin this year. Even if you get one pumpkin, you can make some nice pumpkin pie. Or you can use it just to put in your home and make your home just look so beautiful and bring the fall right into your home. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember most of all that God's peace surpasses all understanding. It's not the things that bring us joy, it's the contentment in God and the things we have. Have a great day, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kisses and hugs. I love you all, and I'll talk to everyone soon. Bye.